This portion of the CU podcast is brought to you by Toodaloo. You know, it's not always easy for me to find genuinely healthy snacks that taste great. And it would be nice to find a tasty, healthy snack that is also good for the planet. That's why I like Toodaloo.
What makes Toodaloo unique? It's a super tasty cosmic trail mix. It's a healthy and flavorful snack that leaves you wanting more. It's got big pieces of fruit and well-seasoned ingredients. It's packed with healing adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha, lion's mane, and turmeric, and it supports your body's natural ability to find balance and reduce stress. There's over 30 thoughtfully sourced superfoods across the 5 flavors, such as organic goji berries, blueberries, sprouted nuts. I really like the hot to trot flavor. It's a spicy citrus blend. It's got really big, delicious, chewy pieces of pineapple. There's ginger in there. It's excellent.
And I enjoy the slow your roll. It's the sweet maple mix of sprouted nuts and seeds and chewy superfruits and coconut, and it has ashwagandha to support relaxation. Toodaloo is non-GMO, gluten-free, grain-free, plant-based, packed with organic superfruits with no processed sugars, and is carbon conscious. If you don't agree that Toodaloo is the most delicious trail mix you've ever eaten, they'll refund you. Go to our link, toodaloo.com/Contri, and use our code Contri, CONTRI, to get $5 off your first order. Each ridiculously tasty flavor benefits your body in a different way. So choose your favorite flavor and benefit from skin health, digestion, focus, or relaxation. Go get some Toodaloo. Ian, we got voice messages, don't we?
We do. Where do you go, Pat?
You go to anchor.fm/the CU podcast. You go, you click a button, you keep it about 20 seconds, please. These voice messages, and keep the shtick to a minimum, please. There's been more shtick attempts lately, and some of them are funny, but some I just go right past, and I just don't have the time for it. But we enjoy them nonetheless.
Hey, Ian and Pat. This is Ian from Rochester, New York. I need to help out Matt and fill the voicemail segment with all Rochester people. This question is for Pat. If you could go back and remake any past video, which one would it be?
If I can remake any video, I'm not the type of person to pull the George Lucas to be remaking old NES Punk videos. If that's what you mean.
Just pick one that you weren't as happy with. What would you?
But like, what's the point of it? I'm gonna remake Commando because it was so silly me doing a bad Arnold impression and singing.
It's a pretty simple question.
I don't know if I'd remake anything. Like, I had awful lighting in the first videos when I was back in Jersey with my pre-HD camera.
There you go. Remake the first ones. Bad lighting.
Why are you trolling me?
I'm not trolling you. I just felt like that was a pretty straightforward question.
I think things, when you make out their time, they are what they are, and you should just be proud of what they were when you did them. For the most part.
It was a hypothetical.
You got at me, Ian.
Hey guys, this is John from Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville.
And I'm just calling, I'm just wondering, you may have answered this before,
Probably
but
did.
I'm wondering, are there any consoles that you started collecting for? Either A, you bought games before you even thought about buying a system, or in the opposite, you bought the system but maybe never bought any games? Just wondering. Have a good one.
The Intellivision Amico. I bought those physical products.
That's right. Yeah, you did.
I don't think that one's going to be hitting the shelves at Costco anytime soon, or at Toys R Us or GameStop.
I bought Final Fantasy VII before I had a PlayStation. I bought it because I really wanted to play it. I liked RPGs. I didn't have a PlayStation. My girlfriend at the time had a PlayStation, and she played the game during the week, and she lent me her PlayStation on weekends. It was very nice of her.
I might have bought Fire Pro 6-Man Scramble import at Electronic Boutique before I got a system at Funkoland.
I think you've actually told me that before.
I might have gone, that must have been, 98, 97, whenever that came out?
Probably 97.
Okay,
I'll
so
look.
Back in the day, I remember they had imports. Electronic Boutique. It's kind of like, it's a weird thing to have a mainstream store having imports, but they did it.
They did.
Damn it. Damn you, GameStop, for buying them. Damn it. Damn them. And they had computer games too, which was fine. Next one here. What are you looking up when it came out?
December 27th, 1996.
Oh, I got it in 97 sometime.
Yeah.
Hi, Pat and Ian. Harrison from Somerville, Massachusetts again. My question is for both of you. What is the game that you've spent the longest time playing without actually beating, and how long did you spend playing that game? Thanks.
Without beating.
I probably have 250 hours in No Man's Sky, and I've never even attempted to finish any of the, like...
There's a main story you can finish.
There is a main story to finish, and I've never done it. And I mean, I probably could at almost any time. People were complaining when that game came out that the main story you could finish in like 14 hours, but I literally just
People were complaining that that's a short amount of time, 14 hours.
Well, for a game that was at the time touting how big and huge it was.
Well,
yes.
It still is, right? It's procedurally generated. I mean, yeah.
Yes, but the main storyline people were expecting.
They just came out with another upgrade, they're still updating it.
I have no problems with No Man's Sky at this point. They've more than made up for it. But no, I'm just thinking about that launch.
Probably, I put in 25 to 30 hours to Breath of the Wild, and I'm not close to finishing that game. I probably could another 15, 20 hours or whatever, but like whatever it is. But no, I haven't. I was taking my good old time. Then I got depressed because the good horse I got away. It was one of the better horses. Mm-hmm. It was like a big old like Clydesdale, and I got sad. I ran away. I got off of it to fight, and then it got scared, and I was like, "Fuck that!
No,
that was my good horse."
Sad. It's
very sad, very sad. I got a decent horse after. Then I stopped playing. I was like, I didn't like that. I think that affected me more than I thought. Getting that great horse. Because there's like it was like a S tier horse I got, Ian. Mm-hmm. It was like random, right?
Pat, Ian, what's up? This is Josh Ian with another question. So I'm currently sitting in a friendlies right now in New Jersey, and I don't see any futuristic things. I don't see any like wireless chargers or anything like that. What's the deal? What's going on, friendlies? Thanks, guys.
Because it's friendlies. I mean, there are some corp ones that try to update it, but a lot of the friendlies are still just franchisees that are privately owned, where they look like they're out of the 80s. So, which I like. I kind of like that in a way, but you're not going to get the accoutrements of a modern.
Is that supposed to be something that places have? Because I mean, I maybe chains, but I don't go like. I mean, Friendly's, Applebee's. I have not been to a restaurant that's offered me a wireless charger.
I mean, they have them at airports, but that's like high end tech at airports,
right?
Yeah, you're right about that. If I go on a TGI Fridays, is there going to be like a wireless charger at the table? Is that a thing it's supposed to be?
I don't know, but
if I go to any mom and pop diner, it's not going to have that.
I have yet to be at a restaurant that has offered me a charger.
I mean, when I left Jersey, they still had the mom and pop diner. They still had the little mini silver jukeboxes that you can play at the tables. You can still find those.
Humorously, though, when I was in Vegas last summer for my birthday,
that'd be funny.
The slot machines have wireless chargers.
Oh, you want people to stay at the table. I mean,
but we didn't know it. Like it wasn't advertised, but like John put his phone down on something and went beep beep, and he's like, "Is that fucking charging my phone?"
I mean, I'm surprised that they don't colostomy bags you can strap in.
Yeah,
there. They don't people
catheters
or both.
Or both. Get the pee and the poo.
All right, next one here.
Hey guys, it's Daryl from Buffalo again.
Hey, Daryl.
I have a question for Pat. Pat, do you ever feel that you're a shelf collector at all, where your games just sit on a shelf and never get played? I feel like I'm guilty of this sometimes, along with everyone else. I like your thoughts and opinions on this topic. Thanks, Pat. Have a good day.
Well, going for there, Daryl, huh? Am I a shelf collector?
Yes.
I will say no, and this is why. All right, you go first. Why am I a shelf collector?
When was the last time you picked a game off the shelf and played it? For shits and giggles.
Oh, one of those games versus a ROM? Oh, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Okay, shelf collecting.
But if I did not collect these games, Ian, would you be sitting in that chair right now?
What does this have to do with whether or not you're a shelf collector?
No, because this is how I define it. I've used all these games for things.
Okay. Okay. You're a shelf collector.
We did 10 NES marathons. Ian.
Yes, I know. Some of these, it's very true, but your Genesis, your Sega CD, your Saturn, your Garage. You did not shelf collect NES, but everything else.
Not Turbo. I played the Turbo, Ian.
Okay. I mean, it's not an insult, but you used the NES games. You did not use anything else.
I used some of the Super.
Did you? For what?
I live streamed some stuff on the Super. I think I did Super Mario World when I did the book.
I think you did one other one too.
I've live streamed.
Didn't you do Lion King? Or no, you did that off the.
No, that was off the Switch thing.
The Switch collection.
This is what I'm going to say. In all fairness, Ian takes shots at me.
It's not a shot. It's a fact.
Okay, Ian. Before I get angry, this is how I look at it. In all honesty, the fact that I collected these games, I used the fact that I collected these to do other things. I helped do the video game years. I've done 2, soon to be 3 books. I've been known as a video game historian in some circles. I think there's something to be said for what it's allowed me to do. Besides, yes, in terms of have I played every single one? Absolutely not. I'll be the first one to say I have not played every single one of these, and not close to that. But there's been utilization of these games in some aspect that's more abstract versus just, oh, have you plugged all these games in and played them? No, absolutely not. But there has been a use in some ways with this, and people have gotten some sort of entertainment value out of that. So that's the way I look at it, at the grand scheme of things. And he doesn't agree or disagree.
I mean, sure. All the good stuff that you've done, you didn't need any of this stuff.
They would not have existed without me collecting games. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, collecting got you into something else, but it's still shelf collecting.
I learned a ton by collecting these games.
There you go.
I would not have the knowledge I would have acquired if I had not been a game collector. I would have no reason to have learned about this stuff or these consoles or the history of games without collecting these games. There's no reason why I would care about Genesis at all or know about any of the games if I was not collecting them, or Sega CD, or, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about, or Master System.
I suppose that's fair.
Thank you, Ian. We'll agree to disagree, or there we compromise there. Who's the next one here?
Hi, Pat and Ian. This is your upstate friend Chris Santiago here in Prunedale, California. I had a question about
Prunedale
game soundtracks, and I always wondered, do you guys have a favorite artist, band, songwriter, composer, whoever, that you would love to hear do a game soundtrack? I was watching an interview from a band called Nightwish, and their keyboard player, who's the main songwriter for the band, named Thomas Halopinen, said he would love to do a soundtrack for the next Elder Scrolls game.
Anyone comes to mind, Ian?
Not anyone specific, but a lot of the people I listen to off of, say, Ghostly Records would be for it, to the point where Analog seemed to realize that there was a good connection there, because there's like 8 Ghostly artists that do random. They did a Ghostly Analog NT that has startup sounds done by all the different artists that are on the record label. But yeah, no one's specific.
Gotcha. All right, we'll do a few more here.
Hey guys, Peter from Canada again. Now I'd like to make you thirsty.
What?
A lot of people have questions about food and stuff, and that always makes me hungry too. Not that I don't love talking about food, but what's your favorite beverages? I like some Dr. Pepper. I like some Mountain Dew sometimes, Well,
I don't understand. What was the voice inflection there? I don't understand.
I don't know. I have no idea. But in terms of favorite beverages, lemonade. Love lemonade. Orange juice. Love orange juice.
Really?
Love orange juice. I fucking adore orange juice.
Horrible for you.
I don't care. It's delicious.
Oh, too acidic, and there's a ton of sugar.
It's wonderfully tasty. And Purple Source Rex Kool-Aid. Honestly, though, just during the day. I mean, those are like name brand beverages I could mention. During the day, I drink green tea and water.
I don't drink enough green tea. I like green tea.
It's delicious.
Ice green tea is really good. I should make that. I love Coke Zero cherry.
Oh God, it's good stuff.
Coke Zero is a lot better than Diet Coke.
On its own, I disagree, but the Cherry Zero is wonderful.
Okay, because it tastes closer to regular cherry Coke.
It does.
And then Diet Dr. Pepper is really good. And it does actually taste close to regular Dr. Pepper. I know that's a thing. That's a marketing, but it tastes close to it. So those are the ones I like. And then I like a fizzy bubble water. Like a mineral water with flavoring.
Yeah, seltzer.
Yeah,
I actually like plain seltzer.
Seltzer's good.
This is Paul from Raleigh, NC.
Oh, Jesus.
So Shigeru Miyamoto has a new daytime talk show, and he's invited the two of you to come on for a cooking segment. What dish do you teach him how to make? And much like Secret Warp Zones, what secret ingredient do you use to surprise and delight?
These hypotheticals, Paul, I can't think about it. What would you cook for Miyamoto?
I would teach him how to make eggplant the proper way, because so many people make eggplant and it's disgusting. It's bitter. It's mushy. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Well, you either got to salt it or press out the juice.
Yeah, both. And and cook it hot. That's what I would.
What do you mean cook it hot?
Like, make sure it's hot. Don't cook. You want to make sure that the pan is very hot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to get mushy before you get that crispiness on the outside you want.
You mean if you put in breadcrumbs?
Well, if you use breadcrumbs, but even if you're not, you want the outer.
Gotcha.
You want the. You don't need to use breadcrumbs. You want the outer.
Yeah, you want it
flesh of it to be more cooked than the inside.
The flesh.
Otherwise, it just gets mushy, especially in oil.
The flesh. All right, you want to check in with someone?
Oh, do I?
So now your listeners are criticizing me for liking balsamic vinegar? I mean, really now, this is just getting ridiculous already. I know it's the callers specifically, so stop taking calls from anyone who isn't me. There you go, problem solved. And that includes that blabbermouth from Jersey who doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. Blah, 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 blah. God help us. Remember that caller who was talking about earplugs? I mean, if I had to come home to that yammering every day, I would go to every single concert without earplugs just so I would get tinnitus as fast as possible. And then there's those callers who sound like they're trying to get broadcasting jobs or something. I mean, do you sound like that when you're leaving voicemails for your wife? Hello, I am here at the supermarket, and I know you wanted 1% milk, but they only have 2%. I certainly hope that is okay with you, and as always, I will see you at home. Just be a normal caller like me!
Well, that's true, Tommy. You gotta be normal. You can't put on a shtick or change your voice. You gotta just be normal. I agree.
Boxandra, Tommy threw down the gauntlet.
I agree 100% with that, Tommy.
Threw down the gauntlet.
More people have to be like you when they call in. And just be totally authentic.
More
100%.
people should be like Tommy.
100% authentic. I agree with that. Oh, that was a fun one, Ian.
It was good.
You know, you took shots at me. It was fun.